Hi, this is Psychic Medium Victoria Alvarado with www.victoriaalvarado.com. Recognized by CBS Local Radio as one of the top 5 psychics in the Houston area. Today's topic is light versus dark spirits and how to tell who the good guys are. I'm going to dive deep into this topic because today I was discussing paranormal activity with a client who has dark spirits in her home, and over the last year or so, my guides have been bringing me more and more clients that are being tormented by negative spirits, and they really need me to help them in clearing them out. So, in the spiritual world, there are 2 types of spirits. That is the light spirits and the dark spirits. So the light spirits are what we know are good spirits, benevolent spirits, friendly ghosts, angels, spiritual guides, loved ones in spirit, and all those living in the divine light. And dark spirits are known to us, pretty much they go by bad spirits, evil spirits, dark spirits, earthbound ghosts, and all those living in the dark or the shadow of the other side. Well, the best way I can explain how you can tell the difference is by feeling the energy that is illuminated off the spirit, or paying attention to your intuitive senses the same way you would when you first meet someone in the real world. Just like we have good people and bad people on the earth plane, it's the same in the spiritual realm. When we first encounter spirits of the light, it's very uplifting and you will find peace with them. They never give you a reason to feel scared or frightened by their presence, and you can generally feel the love energy radiating deep within your soul. When I first started to encounter angels, loved ones from heaven, or my spiritual guides, there were several telltale signs I used to get to tell the difference. For me, I had increased pressure or tingling sensations around my head. I also used to find myself getting cold chills around my face or on my arm where the spirit would touch me. Or I would literally cough or sneeze right before I would connect to a spirit. So, however, for me, this is pretty much an indication that the spirit wanted to channel through me by using my voice box. Now, this is years after I started really connecting with spirit and realizing that I was a channel for spirit. And being a channel for me is that I'm pretty much letting them speak through me. And for me, coughing or sneezing was the first indication that I was going to be a channeler. Now, for another psychic, I know that it was a different meaning for her. Now, she's not a channeler, but she said that every time she would sneeze, it was an indication for her that spirit was around and was ready to visit their loved one. Now, sometimes I would have feelings of heaviness or difficulty breathing fully or feeling dizzy sometimes. And I can recall when I first encountered an archangel for the very first time. And when I tell you, wow, that experience was mind-blowing. I mean, I literally was knocked off my feet. I was so dizzy, it just was like I just almost completely fell over my chair. And one day a client came in, and she was a very sweet woman, and after my opening prayer to connect with the angels, I felt a strong presence, and my face started to feel a little flushed, and my head got very lightheaded, and I almost passed out. I mean, it was so embarrassing because my client had asked if I was okay, because I nearly fell out of my chair in front of her. But once I grounded myself, I had heard a loud voice that said, "Hello, Victoria. My name is Archangel Raphael." And he proceeded to tell me about this woman's day and how she was going to wear a different color shirt and all kinds of stuff. So, you can tell the difference on whether or not it's an archangel or just a regular spirit, that sometimes their energy is so much more stronger and powerful. Now, I don't always get that same feeling. Sometimes I would feel a sudden acceleration in my energy, feelings of nervousness or anxiety. I could also feel my heart racing and pumping so hard that it felt it was going to pop right out of my chest. For me, I often start moving my hands around in a circle without even realizing it, kind of like when you teach a child the Wheels on the Bus song, the go round and round. That's pretty much how my hands would be. Or I have a tendency to rock back and forth. Now, it just depends on what type of vibrational energy that I'm picking up. And because the spirit world, the spirits have a stronger vibration than we do. Sometimes the energy is so strong that I need to do something to kind of balance out my energy, because I am also raising my vibration at the same time to connect. Now, other times I could hear whispering, talking, or humming around me, and I may even hear ringing or buzzing in my ears, or hear my name being called. Now, for my husband, who's not spiritually inclined like I am, who's not a clairvoyant or anything like that, he often has ringing in his ears. And I remember telling another person that we were around, a friend of ours, who said he had ringing in the ears. And I said, well, no, it's different from tinnitus. There's a difference between tinnitus and whenever you hear just buzzing every now and then, or a high-pitched ringing, or sometimes it'll feel your hearing will go blank, like as if everyone who's talking, they're muffled, kind of sounding like Charlie Brown's teacher. And if you kind of tune in a little bit, you'll start to hear voices, or a soft voice talking to you, giving you peaceful and loving advice. If you tune in, okay? Now, another sign that I had when spirits were around was the feeling that someone was in the room with me. I mean, feeling like I wasn't alone, or that something was just watching me, but being unable to physically see anyone. I can recall many times being in my suite alone, waiting for a client, and walking out of my room to find someone in the corner of my eye standing there. And it would startle me, I'm not going to lie, it would, because it's almost like someone just creeped up on me and I didn't realize that they were there. And when I would look over, nothing was there. I mean, no one. You know, I even remember at one point I was in the ladies' room, and I was in the stall, and I saw an eye peeping through the crack of the stall door, and I remember yelling out, like, really? Are you serious right now? I mean, seriously, pervert? But no one was in the restroom with me, nor did I hear the door open. So I automatically knew that it was spirit. And I finally had to set some boundaries and, like, spirit, if you're going to come talk to me, yeah, don't do it when I'm in the restroom, you know? So my spiritual guide Ezekiel would tell me that light spirits are your friends. They are your guides, your angels, and your deceased loved ones who have fully crossed over and are existing in spirit to enhance, support, and assist you in your physical life. When they are present, you'll likely notice some of the telltale spirit signs discussed above. But there will be additional identification characteristics also, so that you know for sure that this is a safe spirit that you are interacting with, and someone who is aligned with your highest and greatest good. Once you identify that a spirit is present in your space by feeling an increased pressure, noticing a sudden acceleration in your energetic system, hearing voices, or feeling someone invisible around you, these are all key traits of a spirit's identification. These identification characteristics are often signature of a light spirit. Even pleasant skin sensations such as tingling, tickling, or warmth. Even sometimes you will have smells that are like smells of roses, or if your spouse or loved one used to smoke, you may even smell their favorite cigar or something. But pleasant internal sensations of fullness, warmth, feeling as though you've been joined by someone. Kind words and thoughts, as in hearing gentle words of encouragement, supportive words, or funny words, paired with the telltale signs with additional pleasant symptoms, are a sign, or a very clear sign, that a light spirit is with you. So, how can you tell if you have a dark spirit around you? Dark spirits are individuals who have not crossed over into the light yet. Or they're individuals who are purposely chosen to live and lead a dark life and spiritual path. Think of it this way. On earth, you may have many friends who are kind, loving people, but sometimes when they are angry, upset, grouchy, self-loathing, or unsatisfied, they can act very nasty and bring your energy down or make you feel very uncomfortable. Perhaps you meet someone for the first time and you get this on-edge feeling about them that makes your stomach turn and the hairs on the back of your neck just stand up. When you encounter a dark spirit that has failed to cross over, which are known to us as ghosts, poltergeists, dark spirits, demons, and entities, they have a very dark and gloomy energy about them, and they need to feed off your energy to survive. And they often leave you feeling drained and very unsettled. Dark spirits have an extremely negative orientation and usually want to cause harm, pain, and suffering. Paired with the telltale signs I've spoken about earlier, you will also get this increased feeling of fear, which is sometimes their fear that you're sensing. In the case of an earthbound spirit, but if you feel afraid, honor it. It's your intuition telling you something, okay? Hearing negative words and thoughts is another sign that there is someone around you who is manifesting energy that will bring you down, that this is a dark spirit. Now, on occasion or over the years, I've had several clients come to me who have had dark spirits attached to them, and I can sense when a client, just by speaking to them over the phone or when they come to see me, I can tell when they have a negative spirit around them because I sense the vibration emanating off my client's body. It's a different kind of feeling than when someone is just worried about a relationship or finances. Clear signs for me is that majority of my clients plagued by negative spirits are always energetically drained. Not only that, I could feel, or you know what, not only that, I would often have dreams of what is going on or premonitions of what is going on in their home before seeing my client. I can recall I had a client last year who thought she was communicating with her deceased husband until the spirit started telling her to do harmful things to herself and to her spouse. She also stated this spirit would have sex with her, or she would wake up feeling like something was on top of her. And once I removed it, it was fine, but she began allowing it to come in again by using pendulums and dowsing charts to communicate with her deceased spouse. Another client of mine went to a ghost tour and brought home several spirits that started causing havoc in her home. And of course, it surprised her when she attended one of my healing classes and I automatically told her about this situation. And I had to come to her house and help clear it out because, again, she was being plagued by something in her home. And recently I was contacted by several clients that have had spirits literally drain them to the point they started having unexplained health issues that were increasingly getting worse every day. And even though they would go to the doctor, it was like there was no reason after testing that this person was sick. So as I said, these dark spirits like to cause harm and they like to feed off of your energy. My best advice to you guys is if you don't know what you're doing, or if, just don't attempt to reach out to spirit if you're not setting up protection, okay? Or even if you haven't gotten over any of your fears about connecting to bad spirits, somehow you can open up doorways that will pretty much, you will need a professional to help you close. So just be very cautious before trying to reach out to any type of spirit. If you're trying to do this on purpose, make sure that you have gotten over your fears, like I said, and make sure that you protect yourself from negative vibration, protect yourself from negative energies and negative spirits. And at the same time, once you learn to connect, the easier it'll be. Now, if you need help removing a dark spirit in your home or would like to connect with your guardian angels or loved ones and spirits, please feel free to contact me through my website at www.victoriaalvarado.com. And you can pay attention to a lot of my other podcasts because I'll talk to you about how you can connect with spirit, how you can connect with your angels, and talk about protections and how to clear your energy vibration. So you just kind of check out my podcast every now and then on my website, and you'll learn a lot of things about connecting. Now, don't forget, every Tuesday at 8 p.m., I will be taking calls and answering one question per caller live on my podcast radio show, Ask Your Angels. And you can find me on Blog Talk Radio by doing a search of Psychic Medium Victoria Alvarado. And on my website, I actually have the telephone number that you can call in, okay? And the telephone number is I'm going to get it for you guys. Hold on. The telephone number is 323-870-4060. So even if you didn't get it on here, that's okay. You can go ahead and find it on my website as well. So thank you so much for listening and tuning in, and you guys have a blessed day.